The Girl Who Chose to Change by Sunshine Spark. Kids. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town filled with blooming flowers and singing birds, lived a 9-year-old girl named Liana. But unlike the joy that surrounded her, Liana was always frowning. She didn't smile much, she didn't help at home. In fact, she didn't want to do anything. Every morning when her mom asked her to make her bed, Liana would roll her eyes and walk away. When her dad needed help setting the table, Liana would say, "Why should I? It's not my job." She never said thank you. She never said sorry. And whenever someone tried to be kind, she'd snap back with rude words or just silence. Her parents still loved her deeply. They worked so hard, cleaning, cooking, fixing things, and making sure Liana had everything she needed. But Liana didn't seem to notice. She always looked annoyed, always wanted more, and never gave anything in return. One rainy afternoon, Liana came home from school early. The house was quiet. She tiptoed in, expecting to find her mom resting or her dad watching TV. But instead, she found something very different. In the kitchen, her mom was washing dishes with tired eyes and red hands. Her feet were swollen and she looked exhausted. In the garage, her dad was fixing a broken chair with worn-out tools, his shirt soaked with sweat even though the weather was cold. Then Liana saw something that made her heart stop. On the living room table was a small envelope. It was a bill with a big red stamp, past due. She also saw a list written in her mom's handwriting: buy Liana new shoes, pay electricity, groceries, fix school backpack. Tears filled Liana's eyes. All this time, she had been complaining, shouting, and being rude, while her parents were doing everything for her. They were sacrificing, working, and trying to give her the best life they could. For the first time, Liana felt something new. She whispered softly, "What have I been doing?" That night, Liana couldn't sleep. The next morning, something magical happened. She woke up early. She made her bed neatly. She smiled at her mom and said, "Can I help you with breakfast?" Her mom blinked in surprise. "Of course, sweetie." She helped her dad carry the groceries. She picked flowers from the garden and placed them in a vase. She even wrote a note that said, "Thank you for everything. I love you." And from that day on, Liana worked on herself. Every day, little by little, she tried to be kinder, more helpful, and more thoughtful. She wasn't perfect, nobody is, but she tried. And her parents noticed. The house became brighter, not because of new things, but because of a new feeling: love and teamwork. Liana learned that real happiness doesn't come from getting what you want, but from giving, loving, and being part of something bigger than yourself. And so, the girl who was once unhappy, rude, and careless became someone who inspired others to change too. The end. Story by